Our Sips question today sponsored by Trantolo and Trantolo. Woo! Personal injury law firm here in Connecticut, New York. They've been doing it for over 85 years. They've branched out into Long Island. Riverhead and Melville are their two New York offices, and then Hartford, Waterbury, Bridgeport, New Haven, and Torrington are their Connecticut offices. To get a hold of those Trantolo and Trantolo law offices, dial 9-844-999-9999. First dibs question, should Deion Sanders leave Colorado and go to Dallas and coach next year?
It seems inevitable. It seems all forces are pushing this into fruition. We shall see what happens in the offseason. I think if I'm Deion, I don't think I'd do it, man.
I don't want that job if I'm not helping be the GM.
I just feel like he's going to do what he can for Shedeur as his dad. And Shedeur is going to be a top talented quarterback. And I don't know what kind of deal you're going to finagle to get him on the Dallas Cowboys with the rules of the NFL and the way the draft is structured. Let's say it does happen, and he is the coach and he is the quarterback, Shedeur the son. I just feel like it's more of a business in the NFL, more of a team game in the NFL, that relationship will not work in the NFL. Like, when it comes down to business, like looking at what the New York Giants are doing with Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, and Daniel Jones is strictly business stuff. It's not about who's better than who and is going to get the job. It's based upon contracts and what we got to do to keep you from doing anything for us to pay you more than what we're on the hook for. And if that world comes down in between a father and son, where the son's the quarterback and the father's the head coach, man, it's going to be fun for us. It's going to be drama to cover, but it's going to be disastrous, I think, for everyone in the NFL, especially for Deion and Shedeur. I think Cowboys fans would love it, especially the first year. Like, it would be rah-rah central. It would definitely be an upgrade with what they're dealing with now, I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they need a shakeup. I don't know the older players, how they would take to Deion. I think they would. I think they'd be fine with it. I think a lot of these other organizations with the younger coaches have responded favorably. I think it's what he's done in Colorado upsets a lot of people. I know him personally. That's not the type of guy he is away from the cameras. Away from the cameras, he's a very considerate person. He cares about everybody. Even we didn't even talk about this. Did you see the 100-year-old fan at Colorado?
Oh, yeah.
The whole stadium sang her happy birthday. I guarantee he had something to do with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, and she was sick against the Baylor, or during the Baylor game. They were on the road, and she couldn't come, so he had everyone wish her well from the locker room right after the game. Right? And
that's what people don't say about him. They negative. If he could keep it positive and real with the players, he can do all the other stuff he wants. Because Jerry's already doing that. Jerry's already on his own weekly podcast with somebody. I mean, he's doing hits on every other state. Jerry promotes Jerry. So Jerry, that's why I don't think he'll take Deion, because Deion will take away from his ego.
I agree with that.
And I think everybody in his inner circle, they don't say squat. You ever hear from Steven? You ever hear from any other?
Barely see that guy.
Exactly.
Even last night, I thought there were going to be more shots of that guy.
Jerry's ego is so large that I think that he's got so much going on. It's not just owning the Cowboys. He's got like a $6 billion thing around a mall around the stadium. Everything is about more money, more spotlight on him kind of stuff. So with Deion's trying to get his kids spotlight. He's trying to get the team spotlight. He's trying to get Travis Hunter the Heisman. He's trying to get more attention on the program and get these guys more NIL. That's what Deion's about. I don't think Deion is a egomaniac, because Deion's already huge. Deion doesn't need any more. So I think he would want to go there with the intention of winning, or else he looks bad. This is a great year for him, because after last year, a lot of people doubted if he could turn the program around. Had 46 transfers, brought in 28 new players this year. I think he's shown that he could play the college game the way it needs to be played at his level, and not Jackson State. And now going to Dallas, that's a lot. You're taking on a lot. You're not in control of playing time and things like that. So you've got contracts you got to deal with. You got larger egos that he's going to have to deal with besides Jerry Jones.
His focus is getting Shedeur to the next level, right? He's not going to want to coach against him, right? And if you're not in control of the situation, getting him
Shador's
to where he's going to end up,
solidified a first-round draft.
Yes,
right?
and
But
maybe
you're not in
number
control
one
of
overall.
it.
So what you're saying is Shador goes to Jacksonville, let's just say, and there's no way Deion is going to take the Dallas job if Shador
That's
is
what I
on
think.
another
I
team.
really believe that.
And like I think it's going to be hard to finagle in the first place both of those guys to be a package deal in the world of the NFL and the way the rules are. I agree with that, but then once Shador gets set up, and who knows what's going to happen this draft with this situation, because every sign says it's going to be a lot like Archie Manning and Eli, that someone's going to draft Shador and then Deion's going to put the brakes on it, make a phone call, and all of a sudden he's going to go to a better team. I don't know what's really going to happen. We shall see. All I know is McCarthy is not the answer in Dallas, and someone with Deion's energy, I think, is exactly what that place needs. More focus on the football and less focus on the other stuff.
Well, and I think he's going to bring Warren Sapp, and he's going to bring some of these other guys, and that's what you need. You need some guys that are going to come in there and tell McCarthy, dude, this is stupid. That the fake punt is stupid at the 35-yard, your own 35-yard line. I mean, that you have to have people that aren't all yes men around you.
But listening to Warren Sapp since he's become a coach at Colorado, he doesn't care about adults. He cares about coaching kids.
Yeah.
Like his passion, he didn't know he was going to be so passionate about it. He calls them his babies.
Yeah.
And when his babies do something, he gets more excited for that than anything else in his world ever. And I don't know if a guy like Warren Sapp can leave that and have the same passion with adults that are getting paid. I know they're getting paid in Colorado, but it's
I understand what you're saying.
Right?
These are 18 to 24-year-olds.
Pros.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Let's do some hot stove, man. We got to get into this Juan Soto. Let's go back. I've done some more research on the rookies of the year. We'll talk about hot stove next.